In 1845, the British Empire, at the absolute zenith of its power, dispatched two of its most advanced vessels, the HMS Erebus and HMS Terror, on a mission of ultimate prestige. Their goal: to conquer the final unconquered frontier, the fabled Northwest Passage. On board were 129 of the Royal Navy's most seasoned officers and crew, led by the veteran Arctic explorer Sir John Franklin. They were equipped with the pinnacle of Victorian technology, steam-powered engines, iron-reinforced hulls, and a revolutionary central heating system. They carried provisions for over 3 years, including more than 80,000 pounds of tinned meats, soups, and vegetables, a supposed guarantee against the perils of the Arctic. They sailed from Greenhithe, cheered on by crowds, brimming with the unshakable confidence of a nation that believed it ruled the waves and, by extension, the world. They thought they were invincible, a testament to human ingenuity against the raw power of nature. They were wrong. The Arctic is a realm that operates on its own terms, indifferent to the ambitions of men and empires. After their last sighting by a whaler in Baffin Bay, the Erebus and Terror sailed into a mystery. The ice, a living, breathing entity, waited. It shifted, it groaned, and in September of 1846, near King William Island, it closed in. The two formidable ships, marvels of engineering, were caught fast. The massive ice floes, grinding against their hulls, held them in a relentless, frozen grip. Locked in this icy tomb, the polar night descended, a crushing darkness that would last for months on end. The vibrant sun vanished, replaced by the ethereal, ghostly dance of the aurora borealis across a perpetually twilight sky. For 129 men, silence and the biting cold became their only companions, the endless white expanse of prison from which there was no escape. They waited through one winter, and then another, their hopes slowly freezing alongside their ships. Trapped and isolated, a more insidious enemy began its work from within. The very provisions meant to sustain them became a source of their demise. The tins, hastily soldered with lead, slowly poisoned the crew. Man by man, they succumbed to its debilitating effects, crippling fatigue, paranoia, and a gradual descent into madness. Their minds, already strained by the oppressive darkness and isolation, began to fracture. Scurvy, a familiar foe of sailors, gnawed at their bodies, weakening them further. Desperate and likely delirious, the decision was finally made in April 1848 to abandon the ice-locked ships. The surviving men, a fraction of the original crew, began a death march south across the desolate landscape of King William Island. But they weren't walking towards rescue. They were staggering into a final, horrifying nightmare, a landscape of shadows where the ultimate taboo became a means of survival. Evidence later unearthed by Inuit testimony and modern archaeology would point to a grim reality. The last survivors of the Franklin expedition resorted to cannibalism, a desperate, final act in a tragedy of epic proportions. For over a century and a half, the fate of the Franklin expedition remained one of history's greatest maritime mysteries. Then, in the 1980s, a team of forensic anthropologists led by Dr. Owen Beatty made a breakthrough. On Beechy Island, they exhumed the bodies of 3 crewmen who had died early in the voyage. What they found was astonishing. Buried in the permafrost, Petty Officer John Torrington was perfectly preserved. His body, frozen solid for over 130 years, was a haunting time capsule. When the team carefully brushed away the ice and gravel, they were met with an unforgettable sight. Torrington's eyes were open, staring back at them from across the centuries. This macabre discovery provided the first concrete proof of lead poisoning, the silent killer that had doomed the expedition from the start. His frozen gaze held the secrets of a catastrophe, a story that history had long struggled to comprehend. And he was only the beginning. The discoveries continued, with the wrecks of the Erebus and Terror themselves finally being located in 2014 and 2016, resting on the seabed, silent witnesses to the tragedy. The story of the Franklin expedition serves as a chilling reminder. It's a tale of hubris, of an empire's ambition crashing against the unyielding power of the natural world. It shows us that some places on this earth were never meant to be tamed or conquered. The Arctic holds its secrets close, preserving the evidence of those who dared to challenge its sovereignty. The North remembers. It remembers the ships, it remembers the men, and it remembers their fate. It's a story we shouldn't look away from, a warning etched in ice and bone. Thank you for watching. If you want to uncover more truths hidden by time, make sure to subscribe to the channel.